Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am TheCrissyMack and thank you so much for stopping by. I know it has been a minute since I've been on YouTube. Please don't bite my head off. I know I've been saying I'm coming back, I'm gonna do videos and this and that, but while I was away, I was actually finishing up my third degree. I have a degree in professional aeronautics, that's what my bachelor's is in, and I just finished up another degree in technical management. So I wanted to take some time to myself and just relax, not have to worry about spending late nights doing homework and things like that, because I've been in school since 2014 and I am happy to finally be done. Well, at least I think I'm done. I was looking at a business administration degree and I'm not that far off from it. So I might go for that later down the line. If you're interested in my college journey and all the different universities I went through and all those good things, let me know, leave me a comment down below and I can record a video on that. But now that I am back on YouTube, I wanted us to kind of grow with each other and go through a series of how to come up with a flawless canvas. And I wanted to kick that off with skincare. It is so important that your canvas underneath is being taken care of. And the only way to do it is work with your skin from the inside out. My skin is by no means the standard or anything like that. I suffer from cystic acne, I suffer from dark marks and things like that. I don't have many hyperpigmentation, but you know, if you suffer with that, then that's something that we need to both attack from the inside out and find out what works best for your skin. So I want to share with you my process and my products that I use to get my skin to remain clear. So if you're interested in that, keep on watching. Oh, and by the way, if you are not already subscribed, what are you doing with yourself? Come on, come back and see me. And the only way you can do it is if you subscribe. And if you want to be first to know when I post videos, first to comment, first to like, then hit that little bell. I'm not sure where it is. I'm gonna guess and say it's over here. And if I'm wrong, next video I'll get it right. But just hit that bell and you'll get a notification on when I post new content. So if you're interested on my skincare routine, stay tuned. Okay guys, so like I said, skincare is super important. You know, we like to pile on the makeup, the contour, the highlight, and all that good stuff, and you know I'm here for it. I am here for a good, heavy, full coverage beat, but as we do that, we are putting all kind of products into our pores, and we really have to get that stuff out so that we don't get infections and get acne, because it's a result of the dirt and oils and products that pile up in our pores. So to clean my face, I always use the St. Ives Nourished and Smooth Oatmeal Scrub and Mask. I use this one because it's not like the apricot scrub, which is super exfoliating. This is just enough, and if my skin is a little irritated, I'll even go a step down with the green tea. It's not as intense as this one is. This is like they're gentle. But whenever I need a really full exfoliation, then I'll use my husband's apricot scrub because it really gets in those pores. But I won't do that too often because I have sensitive skin, especially here. If you see me looking down, I'm looking either in the mirror or the monitor. So, but I have sensitive skin right here and then right here. It will turn red like when the wind blows and the skin flakes off, and it's really bad. So I try not to use anything too harsh on my skin. If you notice like any white stuff in my hair, it's this because I washed my face right before we got started. I wanted you guys to see exactly how it looks after it's done. If you want to see me record a video on the actual process, leave me a comment down below and I'll be sure to do that with y'all. I don't mind sharing, you know, let's share our tips and tricks, especially in the comments. Share with each other, because what works for me may not work for you and your skin, and you know, vice versa, but it may work for someone else. And this is not by any means to tell anybody what to do with their skin. I have to live with this skin. I have lived with this skin. So I've had to kind of come up with a system of things that works, because I've tried using Clinique. I've tried using a series of all sorts of products. And the Clinique was by far the best system, but it wasn't quite doing the job. So I had to kind of go through different products to figure out what would work best for me. So I like to start off with the St. Ives scrub to really get in those pores and work everything out. Okay, so after I have scrubbed my skin and gotten rid of all of the dead skin and the oil and all that good stuff, I like to tone. I've tried a lot of brand toners that were geared towards toning, and I never really found anything that worked for me per se. But for some reason, the Dickinson's original Witch Hazel Pore Perfecting Toner works so well. And I'm actually using the yellow one because I ran out of the blue and I went out of town and had to just buy what they had. But the blue with the menthol, the eucalyptus, and camphor, that's my favorite. Once I run out of this bottle, I'll be going back to the blue, but this one has worked just as well. So if this is the only one that you can find and you want to try it, or any witch hazel for that matter, definitely give it a shot. I've had a few girlfriends say that it has worked wonders for them, that it's cleared their skin up. So, and even if you're not using this, definitely use a toner. That toner is really going to work to even your skin out. And I don't know about you, but I want even skin. Like, I think that's like something we all kind of strive for. So definitely make sure you're using a toner, and this is the one that I like to use. Okay, so next up on my list is hyaluronic acid. I use this one, the Pure Hyaluronic Acid Serum from Cosmetica Skincare. I've been using this one for quite some time now. I've been using it for about 4 months or so, and I absolutely love it. So hyaluronic acid is a substance that's found in the body, and it's a powerful humectant that keeps the skin plump and hydrated and looking very young. And I will tell you, I have noticed that my skin does look a little more plump and just more hydrated than it did before I started using it. Is it a huge difference in overnight? No, but with prolonged use, it's really helped to improve how my skin looks in combination with all of the other things I've used. Like I said, I got this one from Amazon. I think it was 20 bucks. I'll make sure I link it down below, but I use it at night and in the morning. I didn't exactly tell y'all how I was using everything. So let's talk about that. I use the St. Ives, the scrub with a scrub brush. This is mine. I've had this scrub brush since 2011, 2012, and I just buy new heads from it. It's from Olay. Like I said, I've had it forever, and I just really like to scrub in there. I don't like to use washcloths on my face. They harbor a lot of bacteria. So if you're using a washcloth and you're kind of wondering why your face is breaking out, maybe try switching that up and using a scrub brush. They have them on places like Amazon that are a little cheaper, or even on AliExpress. I have a full body one that I like to use on my body, and I got it from AliExpress for like 13 or 14 bucks, so it works really well. And then the witch hazel, the toner, I use with a cotton round. I saturate it. I am not cheap when it comes to using products. I believe the product is what's making, you know, is what's providing the results. So I soak that bad boy and I go over my face, and I try not to go over the same spot twice, because I feel like if there is any bacteria that the cotton round does pick up, it's just going to transfer it to another part of my face. And then the hyaluronic acid, I'll put 2 drops. You know, I'll just get the dropper and put 2 drops in my hand, and I'll rub it on my face to spread it, and then I'll pat it in so it really seeps into my pores. And that's how I use that. This next product I want to talk about is something that people of color, I'm gonna call out black people because I'm black and I feel like I can, but we don't use sunscreen for whatever reason. And I'm not light skinned by any stretch of the imagination. Don't let these bright lights fool you, but I'm not deeper complexion either. I'm like kind of right in the middle, a little more on the more yellow side. And I burn. For whatever reason, I burn, honey. And if you're noticing that you're having hyperpigmentation and dark spots, it could be the sun causing your body to produce more melanin, which is causing it to be darker, if that makes sense. So I like to use the sunscreen. I use the CeraVe, the SPF 50. I love this stuff. I hope the lights aren't too bright. I hope you guys can see it. But I love this stuff. It does wonders for me personally, because whenever I would get like a breakout or something, and I'm a pimple popper, I'm not gonna lie. If it's on my face, I will get it. If it's on my husband's face, I'm gonna pop it, okay? They just bother me. I have to do it. It's a cleansing experience for me. And when I used to get my really bad acne and I would just touch a bump, I'm talking about just look at it wrong, it would get so dark and it would just stay forever. But when I started using sunscreen, I felt like the healing process time was diminished significantly. And I really think it's because I use the sunscreen. Now this one isn't the one I use on my face. My face one got misplaced when I traveled the last time. This is my body one. So the one for the body, I have to use a lot less on my face because it's a lot thicker and more white. So what I like to do is after I do my face routine at night, I'll pack it on. I really don't care about how it looks because I'm going to bed. And then in the mornings, I'll take a very small amount and just kind of dab it all over so you don't see it. Because I don't wear makeup during the week. I don't, well, at least not to work. I only do it at night when I'm trying to come up with a look for Instagram. But other than that, I don't wear makeup, so I don't worry about it looking white under my makeup. The face product, the face sunscreen, I haven't noticed that it turns my makeup white. I know a lot of people want to know that if it affects flashback. I haven't noticed it. I know in the beauty community, a lot of people say that SPF is what causes flashback. I'm not saying it does, and I'm not saying it doesn't, but it hasn't with my makeup, if that makes any sense. So that's what I use for sunscreen. Okay, so the next product that I use is the Cetaphil Moisturizing Lotion for face and body. I wrote in an article about this on my website, TheCrissyMack.com. Please feel free to check that out and read up on it. I absolutely love this stuff. If you're wondering why I kind of look not greasy but extra glowy, it's the lotion. I absolutely adore this lotion. I kept seeing YouTubers use it, especially YouTubers with eczema and things like that. And I have combination skin, combination to dry, it's just true combination because I get super oily in my T-zone like most people, but here and here, so dry. Like, you would not believe the layers of skin that will flake off in a day if I don't moisturize. And ever since I started using this, I moisturize once a day in the morning and then at night, and I'm good. And there are some times where I skip my my whole night routine. I might just, you know, do something quick and go to bed, and I can just put this on the day and this will carry me throughout the day. And what I love most about this is it really doesn't take a lot. Some products, you know, you have to use a lot, and I just told y'all I like to use a lot. With this, sis, no, you're not using a lot of this. It spreads so much. A little really does go a long way with this, which is what I love about it, because it's not exactly cheap. I think I paid like 15 bucks for it, but I overpaid because I went online and saw it much cheaper on Walmart. I got mine from a grocery store. We ain't gonna go there, wise. I love this stuff. I use it on my face and my body. I use it on my husband. He didn't believe me how well it moisturizes. And I saw him pumping on it one day and I was like, yeah, I see you using my stuff or whatever. I use it on my babies. They have very sensitive skin and it works for the whole house. So definitely use this. I like to start in my drier areas and work my way out towards the outer face. So what I want to talk about with moisturizing, a lot of my friends with oily skin will not put on moisturizer. Girl, what are you doing? If you don't put a moisturizer onto your skin is saying, hey, I feel dry. Let me produce more oil so I don't feel dry anymore. So, and then your skin ends up being oily anyway, if not oilier. So if you want to combat that oil, try moisturizing your skin properly. If this may not work for you, this may work. Find out what moisturizer really works for you, but once you find one, stick with it and give your skin that moisture that it needs. It's not gonna, you're gonna keep getting oily if you don't moisturize your skin. That's just the way it works. And when I say I get oily in my T-zones, I could fry chicken. Like, it gets oily. So make sure you're moisturizing. The very last product that I want to mention, it is the cheapest product you will ever find. I don't care where you live, you have access to it. Unless there are extreme circumstances, we won't touch that, but it is water. I don't know a single person who has been able to clear up their skin, who had problematic skin to begin with, without drinking water. My skin is so responsive to water. When I don't drink water, it is very apparent. From my lips, to my dry areas, to my eyes. I have to drink water to keep my skin clear. I will break out in an instant if my skin is not hydrated. Make sure you're drinking water because you have to take care of your skin from the inside out. And the best thing to do is drink a ton of water so your body can release all of those toxins that it's holding on to and harboring underneath our skin. And my final tip is, when I'm drying my face, I like to use paper towels. Paper towels. You just dab it on and then you throw it away. That way you're not keeping anything that may have extra bacteria in it. Okay, so that's it for my skincare routine. That's everything I do. If you want to see how I do it, like in the actual process of me doing it, just leave me a comment down below and I'll be sure to record that for you. And if there are any other videos you want to see, just let me know. And until next time, dream big, love hard, make mistakes, and have no